Hey Karen, it's Heather. I thought I'd take a minute to respond to your discussion board because I enjoyed reading it. I love how you just start out talking about, okay, there's a difference between children and adolescents and adults, specifically how they respond in a trauma. I really like how our textbook broke down like children and adolescents, like the magic years, the middle years, the adolescent years, really thinking through, okay, what are they going to go through after a disaster? Because everybody is different. I really like how you use the FEMA article about when life becomes unstable, emotional instability increases. It's really important to think about their emotional and physical needs, right? Because as our book was talking about, you want to first, look at their safety, right? And make sure that they have social support. I think the authors are really good at pointing out, okay, let's look at how we're going to support them. We're going to educate them. We're going to get them to a safe adult, and then we're going to screen them and assess them for if they need ongoing counseling or just kind of the things that they've implemented at school or in the community after the disaster. I think it's important to remember, and you pointed this out very well, about as much as we're looking at children and adolescents, we've got to look at how we treat adults as well, because children and adolescents are going to look at adults, and so it's important, to not only provide the adults, that safety, security, a sense of belonging and safety, like you talked about, which is what the book talks about too. I think it's interesting how for children, adolescents, and adults, it does talk about how different they are, but at the same time, we're all looking for safety and support and just reassurance of basically what's going to happen next. And so it's really looking at, okay, how can we help adults, psychological first aid, CBT, safety, everything that we've kind of read and talked about, because children are going to watch that. The book talks about the social referencing as well, so they're going to look at what's being presented to them, to learn. I like how you bring up just integrating faith, as well, and making things culturally acceptable. Every culture is different, every age is different, but what's important is that trust and rapport that anyone going in, especially working with children and adolescents, you've got to develop a rapport. That's why they talk so much in the book about with children and younger middle-aged adolescents. I know I'm in private practice. I'll play board games with adults sometimes, just, to de-stress that situation and be able to talk through things differently, and just like you said, offer hope and healing, that hope is the anchor for the soul, right? So that hope is what we hold on to, and we want to feel like we're progressing, even if it's a little step at a time. Reassuring them that they're safe and that they will have support is so key. So I thought you did a good job. I thought you had some good resources too, especially including FEMA. Really, I'm quite impressed with how many resources, how many training videos they have, and how much we've been able to be educated this semester. All right, I will see you in class next week. I hope you have a good week.